of maligning people who serve the country in uniform, why doesn't he stand up and come clean about his conflicts of interest?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Prime Minister, sorry. Battlefield promotion there.
I'm a member for Pierre Boucher, les Patriotes Verchères. Mr. Speaker, did you know who's happy about C5 apart from the Conservatives and the oil patch? Brookfield, the former firm of the Prime Minister, is benefiting. They have a company that owns a nuclear reactor. They also own natural gas processing plants. C5 is helpful there too. They also own pipelines and oil sands. C5 is there for that too. And C5 is there. The Liberals are using closure in order to please Brookfield shareholders, including the Prime Minister himself. The Honourable Minister. Mr. Speaker, I'll tell you who's proud of C5. It's aluminum workers in Quebec who elected more than 44 Quebec Liberal MPs. It's steel workers, too, in Ontario who are affected by this trade war with the U.S. So instead of pointing at us, the Bloc should be honest and help us so that we can come up with a solution to this trade war. The Honourable Member for Pierre Boucher, les Patriotes Verchères. The minister says that she's protecting workers, but C5 doesn't do that. No one would be asking these questions if the Prime Minister didn't have this involvement with Brookfield. The Prime Minister himself stands to gain from C5. This bill should be studied in depth. The Prime Minister should be among the first who support proper committee study of this. The Prime Minister should be the first person fighting any appearance of conflict of interest. Will he stand up and do that? The Honourable Government House Leader. I understand why the Bloc doesn't want to build a single strong Canadian economy, but I have more of a hard time understanding why the Bloc is opposed to major projects that Quebecers have dreamt of, like hydroelectricity, like infrastructure, like uniting this country to create job opportunities. Instead of insulting, baseless insults, they should get on board and build an economy together to give Quebecers opportunities.
For Regina Louvain.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Canada's fiscal watchdog confirms another broken Liberal promise, this time on their tax cut. On the campaign trail, this Prime Minister promised Canadians an $800 income tax cut. But the Parliamentary Budget Officer just confirmed the average Canadian will save $15 a month, and low-income seniors will only save $10 a month, which won't buy a gallon of milk from the Lumsden Co-op. My question is, why did the Prime Minister mislead Canadians in the last election?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, that Member of Parliament, and we thank him for it, and his entire caucus colleagues voted for the exact tax cut that we committed to Canadians by July 1st, so that on July 1st, in every pay stub in Canada, everyone who pays income tax will have a reduction from 15% to 14%. In the first tax bracket, that will put up to $840 in the pockets of Canadian families. Happy Canada Day. We are delivering for Canadians.
The Honourable Member for Regina Louvain.
Well, sad but true, Canadians are getting used to them being misled by that Liberal in particular, Mr. Speaker. On to another Liberal failure. A damning new report from the Liberals' own housing agency has declared the death of housing affordability in our country. They said Canada needs to double housing construction to restore affordability, but the Liberals' record is dismal. Housing starts in Vancouver, down 10%. Toronto, down 58%. Guelph, down 78%. Hamilton, down 50%. London, down 72%. Simple question, when will this housing minister stop buying investment properties and stop building homes for Canadians?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'll caution the member opposite. He's leaving out all of the Canadian communities
that are increasing their housing starts right now.
That's